Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do an unboxing video. So Christmas came a little bit early for me. I got in the Transformers Compendium Kickstarter that I backed a while ago, and I want to take a look at that here today. Now first off, this box is like almost 30 pounds. I can barely get it on camera here with my setup, so I apologize if things are a little wobbly throughout this video. This is a little more precarious setup than I like to do. Also, I'm kind of under the weather right now, so I'm hoping I don't sound too weird or off or anything as you're watching. But, you know, I really didn't want to wait on this. I really wanted to do this video, and I want to open this up and take a look at what we got inside here. I've been waiting for months to get this. So this is all of the 80s and 90s Marvel Transformer comics in a nice big hardcover set, and a bunch of extras. And I've just been dying to get this, so I want to take a look at it now and open this up and see what we got. So let's open up. Hopefully we don't cut anything. I will be very upset if something gets damaged, or if something is damaged inside. You know, this was a pretty pricey crowdfund. Oh boy. So yeah, let's try the other one real quick. Yeah, I see everything's getting kind of wobbly. Sorry about that. Try to minimize that as much as I can. So let's see. Okay, so we got bubble wrap. That's good. We definitely want this to be packaged well. So we got some of that fun stuff. We can. Oh, can I pop this or no? Can I not pop this kind? Ooh, what's the point of bubble wrap you can't pop? Come on now. I know it's probably more durable for shipping, but that's half the fun. Who thought that was a good idea? Nobody. Okay, so here's some of the add-ons and some of the other things from the Kickstarter here, and they're just kind of thrown kind of loose in here. I kind of thought these would be packaged up a little bit or something maybe. It seems kind of weird. They're just kind of tossed on top here. Now they did, I mean, the bubble wrap was pretty secure, but yeah, I'm a little surprised at this. These are just kind of rolling around in here, I guess. That's kind of weird. I'm not crazy about that. But let's take a look at some of the other stuff we've got in here before we get to the books. So I got the Autobot set of this. So it looks like I've got this Autobot sticker with this shiny border here. Let's see if we can open this up. Take a look. I don't know what I'm going to put this on. Again, do I put the sticker on something, or do I keep it as part of the set? What do you think? What should I do? I mean, this was a pricey set. You know, I think the tier I backed was, I want to say it was $350. I'm not 100% on that. I'll check and see. But so it's like, do I want to keep the set together and everything, or do I want to use the stuff I paid for? You know what I mean? So what do you think? What are your thoughts on that? What do you do with your Kickstarters? You know, so we'll set that to the side. Then we've got this Autobot logo pin here. That's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Got looks like it's got two clasps on the back here. Let's take a look at that. If I can get it open. So yeah, I don't buy a lot of pins, but I sure end up with a lot of pins through like loot boxes and different things. So there it is out of the wrapper. And yeah, we've got the two little rubber clasps on the back there to hold on. I've got a bag I might put that on. Then, oh, okay, so these are the tech spec cards. So if you remember from the old toys in the 80s, they had these sort of file card type things on the back of the toys that gave you specs for all the characters. So they did a lot of new ones for this campaign. And then, oh, and so these are Kickstarter. Okay, so they're all Kickstarter exclusive. So I think this might be the standard ones, and these were like a special one maybe. Let's set those to the side for right now. So let's set those to the side for right now. So here we've got some prints that were part of the campaign. Again, I hope everything's on camera here. This box is so big, way bigger than my regular setup for the videos. So we got this cool Starscream print. And they've got a sound wave. And I think that's what we got for there. Did I? I'm trying to think, did I get Decepticon ones? Because I feel like I should have Autobot characters. because I ordered the Autobot version of this. Did these come with everything? I gotta look and see. There was a lot of stuff that came with this campaign and with the level that I chose. So I thought I was supposed to get Autobot characters, so I'll have to look into that and see what I got, what I was supposed to get. So, because, you know, I got like the Autobot sticker. I would have got the Decepticon sticker if I backed the Decepticon version. So I got that. And then we got some bookmarks here. So I got Starscream bookmark, and oh, so it's Starscream on one side and Bumblebee on the other. So yeah, I thought this was 2 bookmarks, but I guess it's just one 2-sided bookmark. So there's that. And then we've got this Autobot logo patch. Kind of neat. So yeah, I don't really have anywhere to put patches. I don't really have anything to put patches on. I don't wear denim jackets anymore. So I'll have to... I've got a cork board I might throw this on. That might look cool. What do you do with your patches? Do you have jackets or bags or something you put them on? Let me know. Oh yeah, so then I've got this coin. That was part of the campaign. Oh, this is really tight in here. Let's see if I can open that up. See if we get this out of here. So I thought this was kind of cool. So, is that showing up on camera? I hope that's in focus. So we've got the Autobot logo on one side, and then we've got the Decepticon logo on the other. So that's kind of neat. And this feels, you know, this has got some weight to it. This is pretty nice. So, what's it say here? This text is pretty small. Okay, so it says till all are one, kind of repeated on there. The Decepticon side says peace through tyranny around the coin. So that's kind of cool. Sort of the different philosophies there of the Autobots and Decepticons. And then, okay, so here's the Grimlock lenticular print. So I think this might be what I was thinking of as far as like an Autobot print. So yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, so yeah, this is a cool drawing of Grimlock in dinosaur and robot form. So that's kind of cool. Again, you know, this is lenticular is kind of a cool gimmick for Transformers, you know, because of them changing modes and that kind of thing. So definitely something that's on brand. And okay, so here's another lenticular print of Jazz, the Autobot. Yeah, maybe these are the prints I was thinking of. And the Starscream and Soundwave were extras. They might have been a stretch goal. Again, it's been a while since I backed this, so I can't remember every little thing. And I have backed some other different campaigns since then. So yeah, we've got this alternating lenticular print of Jazz in his car and robot modes. Again, definitely on brand for Transformers, so that's pretty cool. What's this? So yes, we've got another pack here of tech spec cards, I guess. This feels different. Let's open this one up and see what we got in here. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are kind of buying these, and oh, it's got a little tab here to tear that if you get this. I don't know if you can see that. So let's open this up. I'm sure a lot of people are wanting this set, you know, mint condition and everything. Some people are probably looking to resell them. I'm not really looking to do that with this. This is just something fun for me. I have very few of these comics, you know, relatively compared to the run of the book back in the day. And again, this also, if you don't know, this set also contains the UK versions of the comics, which came out. Man, this is really tough. I'm going to have to cut this. I'm feeling like I'm about to tear this up. Grab some scissors. Okay, so we've got this here. It feels like everything's on this side, so I'm just going to cut into here just a little bit. Oh, that's not far enough. Let's try that again. Ugh. I really hope I'm not cutting into whatever's in here. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so, okay. So these were like some stretch tech spec cards they did for the creators of the comics, Simon Furman and Bob Budiansky. So yeah, so we got tech spec cards for these guys, and it's got the little red film here that you put over it to kind of see what their stats are. I hope that's showing up on camera there. But yeah, again, and this was on the packaging of the old toys back in the 80s. So this was kind of a fun thing, you know, old school kind of gimmick they did for this campaign that I thought was really fun. And it's a little, got that. Let's open up these others here and take a look. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these. And again, I'm kind of trying to push everything down here because, God, I do not want to cut into these. Because I'm sure they're not going to replace them if I accidentally cut them up myself, you know what I mean? Okay, so we got some more tech cards here. So we got Jazz. And again, these are all new art on these. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of these, wasn't there? So there's Jazz. And we've got Mirage. So we got Ultra Magnus and RC. And we've got Blaster. And again, there were Decepticon versions of this too you could get. So we've got Rodimus Prime. We've got Wheeljack. We've got Ratchet here. Fortress Maximus. Metroplex. Prowl. Grimlock. We've got Hot Rod here, so we got Hot Rod and Rodimus. That's kind of fun. We've got Omega Supreme, Ironhide, and we've got Optimus Prime here, and Bumblebee. So yeah, there's a lot of these. And again, you know, I knew all this stuff was coming. You know, I remember as they were adding these as stretch goals throughout the campaign. But again, this is a while ago now, and I'm old, so I couldn't remember every little thing that was coming. And so these, you know, come with the little red film too that you place over it to kind of check out their stats there. So yeah, I probably should have gone through the campaign page again before I open these up, but I was really wanted to open this up. I'm really excited to get this set in. I've been waiting on this for quite a while. And what's this one here? So this feels pretty thin. So this definitely doesn't have as many cards as the last one we just opened. So again, I'm going to try to push everything down to the one side here. Try not to cut anything. And what do we got here? Okay, so, yeah. So we have another tech card for Jetfire. And I remember this was like sort of a special one to the campaign. I can't remember exactly if it was a stretch goal or what the deal was with this, but yeah, I remember this being a separate thing in the campaign. I don't know why they didn't just package it with the others, maybe, or why they didn't just package all the tech cards together, but, you know, adds a little more bang for your buck, I guess, with the packaging. So now these are some comic books. So these are reprints of books from the series. Oh boy, we're really shaking the table here. So yeah, this is a nice stiff folder. I feel like even if this is shaking around in the box, which I don't think it has, it doesn't look like it, but this feels really tight. This is good. Hopefully this is keeping the comics in good condition here. So yeah, we got boards and bags. That's kind of nice. So yeah, so these are reprints they did. So we've got Transformers 67. And so this is a Jim Lee cover, but this is the Kickstarter reprint version of that. And here's the original. So this is one of the few Transformers issues I got back in the day. I had a subscription to the comic for a little bit, and this was one of the issues I got during that. And we can kind of see some of the differences here just on the covers. So we've got the Marvel Comics logo, you know, as it was originally printed back in the day. And, you know, this is just being kind of blacked out here because this is Skybound doing this now, Robert Kirkman's company that have done, you know, like Walking Dead and Invincible and that stuff. So he's got the rights to G.I. Joe and Transformers right now. Again, you know, last year they did the G.I. Joe box set, which I could not back at the time. I just had too much other stuff coming out. I didn't have all the money in the world to get that, or I would have. But yeah, so we've got, you know, UPC here, and then we've got the Skybound and Image logos here. So yeah, let's take a look at this issue here, see if there's anything else with this. And they also did some other variants of these too. So yeah, so we got this nice back cover here showing the Kickstarter campaign logo. And oh, so this is a real kind of newsprint kind of paper stock here, so definitely like an old school comic stock. And we've got a credits page here. Yeah, so it doesn't look like a facsimile edition like with the original ads and everything like that, but it is, you know, a nice reprint. And looks like we've got the little character profiles here in the back. And we've got a, oh, like, looks like a little commentary maybe from Simon Furman on the story. That's cool. Yeah, and then we've got, you know, a little ad here for G.I. Joe and an ad for the Energon books that Skybound's doing right now. So yeah, I'm really liking G.I. Joe and Transformers on this. Okay, and let's take a look at the next book. So this is Transformers number 5, the Kickstarter version. And this is another one I have. So here's the original of that one. Again, I don't have that many issues of this, but I do have the issues that they reprinted for this campaign. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, and again, there was I want to say there was another version of this one where they took off the title logo there. I thought that was kind of a weird choice for this because it has the text in the back of the image here. And so it basically reads, "The Transformers are all dead." So I think it's weird. I don't think the art works as well without the logo there. So I don't know if that was just a mock-up that they did for the campaign, or if that book actually did ship without the title logo, which I feel like it really needs. I will say the art is a lot sharper on this reprint than it was back in the 80s. You can definitely see a lot more of the detail on Optimus Prime in the corner box here. This one from Marvel back in the day looks a little smudged. And again, that's just sort of different printing techniques, you know, decades later. And what do we have here? Okay, so then this is Transformers number 2. So this was back when the book was still a 4-issue limited series, and they just kept it going. It did so well, they just continued on to the monthly series. And here's my copy of this too. So yeah, you can kind of see side by side. Again, no Marvel logo on here. We don't have Spider-Man in the corner box here. We've got the Skybound and Image logos. Spider-Man was in one of these books though, and I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be in the collection. So that was something I was kind of wondering back when they announced the campaign, because I know Spider-Man is in the Transformers miniseries from back in the day. So I'm going to take a second now and try to get this box out of here without kind of knocking everything over. So this box was in the other box we just saw, and so hopefully there's not a smaller brown cardboard box inside this box. So I'm pretty sure this is the top of the box by the decal we have here. So let's carefully cut this open. Again, sorry about the shakiness of the video here. Oof. Yeah, really trying to be careful here. I don't want to cut any of this. This is a pretty pricey set. So, there we go. Okay, so here's what we want. This is the box I'm waiting for. This is the box that the collections are stored in. So let's move this. Oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely most of the weight here. And let's open up this box here. Okay, so this is all sealed in plastic. So we're gonna cut this open and get the plastic off. Oh yeah. Oh, be careful. Yeah, we got this, you know, art around the box here too. See if we can take a look at that real quick. So yeah, we've got the Autobots there on that side, going off to battle. Got the big Transformers logo here on the front. You can see that. And we've got this cool Optimus Prime art here by Daniel Warren Johnson here on this side. That's really cool. And we got the Same logo on the back here. Ooh boy. Got the Autobot logo on the bottom here. I'm not sure why the Autobot logo is sideways like this. So, it seems like a weird choice. I feel like it should be kind of rotated the other way. But let's open this up and take a look at the books, because that's why we're here. So here are the 4 volumes of the Till All Are One Compendium. So we got the Image and Skybound logos here. We've got Transformers down the side, and then Till All Are One Compendium, volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, I got this nice box that everything goes into here. Let's take this out. Oh yeah, this is a beast of a book here. So yeah, so we've got like an embossed Optimus Prime there on volume 1. We've got this sort of hollow foil blue gilded pages here. And we've got a nice sort of metallic foil Autobot logo on the back here. So yeah, this is really why I wanted this set. And so yeah, I've got the version with the signed plate inside. So this is signed by Bob Budiansky and Simon Furman, the writers. Yeah, so we've got a lot of credits here. And we go right into the book. So yeah, this is collections of the Transformers comics from back in the day. Now, they did send out a PDF, you know, a digital version of this already. And something I noticed in that was that there's no table of contents in these books. Like, these books are over 1,000 pages each. And what if I want to read a specific story? You know what I mean? So here in the back, we've got this other little sign, you know, book plate that's unsigned. I can't remember what the deal was with that, because like I definitely want the signed one, but I don't know that I need one that's not. But here's one of the posters that came with it, and so it looks like this is Daniel Warren Johnson's Optimus Prime art. So yeah, that's cool. Definitely want to put that up. Then let's take a look at volume 2 here. So we've got Bumblebee embossed on the cover here, and again, you know, I got the Autobot edition. So this is all the Autobot characters, and you know, the Decepticon version was purple with the Decepticons on there. Yeah, so open it up, not the same. Yeah, hear that crack. Listen to that, that's nice. Oh yeah, and cloth bookmarks too, which I really like in big collections like this. So yeah, so it does, you know, come with the regular bookmark that was part of the campaign, but these all have cloth bookmarks, which I really like. And again, just the presentation of this was half the reason for me to get this. This is just such a nice, you know, sort of high-end collection for a comic book series. And again, you know, one I liked, but I never read all of, so it's kind of nice to have everything here. So here's the Megatron poster by Daniel Warren Johnson. That's really cool. We got that, and again, just the same logo on the back there. Oh, let's get that back in here. And we got volume 3 with Jazz on the cover, and getting that. And yeah, same, you know, kind of thing, different later stories. Now, some fans were going on about some of the stuff that we saw in the PDF file that went out to backers already, and I think there were some quality control issues. I don't know specifically what those were. I kind of just glanced through the PDFs. I didn't read all of it because I really was waiting for this. I want to read it like this in the nice hardcovers. But okay, so here's the Autobot art from the other side of the box set here. That's cool. The Autobot's kind of going off fun to battle. Ooh. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying earlier about table of contents. How are you not going to put a table of contents in here? What if I want to go back and read my favorite story? I got to look through 4 books. You know, that seems kind of weird. And you know, here, volume 4, we've got Grimlock on the cover. But yeah, like there's no table of contents, and you know, there's no kind of index or anything like that. So yeah, listen to that book crack. We got some G2 Transformers in here. Yeah, we've got some different character profiles and stuff in the back here. That's fun. But yeah, definitely could have used table of contents or some kind of index of the stories. You know, it just seems weird that there's not anything like that in here, just because, you know, if I'm trying to find a specific thing or a specific storyline, I want to be able to find it in here. So yeah, here's cool Decepticon art. And again, this would have been on the Decepticon box art for the other version. Ooh boy, yeah. So hefty set here, real heavy. Nice. Listen to that creak go back in there. Yeah, still not sure why the logo is tilted like this. This is how I would put it on a bookshelf. I wouldn't, you know, put it like this. I wouldn't put it like this orientation on a bookshelf and open it like that with the book stacked this way. So yeah, I'm not sure why they did that. I don't know. You know, they did some Q&As and stuff during the campaign. I don't know if they ever explained that. But, you know, it's a little annoying, but it's kind of a minor thing, too. Again, I'm here for the books, as long as the books are really up to speed. And it sounds like they really took a lot of care with the reprints. And again, the packaging in general is just great. Real kind of nice high-end stuff for a comic book collection. So I really like this. Again, if you got the G.I. Joe one, I feel like it's very similar. I've, you know, watched videos of that, and I have a buddy that got it, and I talked to him about it. So I feel like it's a, you know, this is a nice companion piece to the G.I. Joe set, if you've got both. But yeah, that's everything that was included here. What do you think of this? Were you able to back the campaign and get one of these sets? I know they're also doing the trade paperback versions to comic shops and mass market. I know some guys were waiting for that. Did you get the Decepticon or another version? Or are you waiting for the trades? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X at Detective651. Also on Instagram at Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. I've got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.